All right, what we got here is leaf filter, which I'm sure if you have a Costco membership or maybe even BJ's, I'm sure even if you don't, you've gotten this in the mail before as an advertisement. Leaf filter being the, saying like we're the best gutter guards, call us today. They usually have a picture of like an older couple on the advertising, which is ironic because that's usually who they go after. Yeah, their sales guys are real big on going after either really young or really elderly people in the home. Their product's okay. I mean, it's not the best by any means. It's extremely overpriced. It's probably about 2 to 3 times the cost of what it should be. The guard itself, just to be really clear, is essentially, this is plastic or vinyl right here, right? This is metal screening, which typically falls apart and comes loose just like this one. I'll try to step back here a little bit. You can see it's just completely coming apart already. These aren't old by any means. This screening here just sticks right in this little, just right in there. That's it, just stays in there by pressure. There's nothing else holding it in. This either comes loose, or the other problem really is it also gets clogged like almost immediately. If you have a lot of dirt or debris coming down, like you have a lot of pine trees, they typically produce a lot of very, very small debris along with the pine needles, which actually right here. So see all the tiny little pieces, right? That'll break down and eventually turn into just dirt and dust. What that ends up doing is clogging this whole screen system here. Once that screen system clogs, then no water is going to actually go through this. It just goes right over top of it. The issue also, in my opinion, the fact that it's vinyl or plastic, we really try to stay away from those products on the roof. The only thing that's going to do for you is it's going to save you money up front on the product, or really it's probably going to save the contractor money up front on the product, but long term what's going to happen is it'll start to warp. So let's see if I can get a good shot of this. Let's see if you can see this part here, keep an eye on. And you can see it swaying, right? So up on the roof, it's doing the exact same thing. It's not just because I'm holding it. There you go. That's got a pretty big warp to it, right? So over time, they all do that. Now that's one piece. It's a couple feet long, probably 4 or 5 feet long. I think 4 feet. That's one piece. Now, if you have every other piece, it starts doing that. It's going to eventually give you a big wave. It's also going to push up the shingles on the bottom edge of the roof. It can cause an issue there with snow and ice backing up. If this screen here is clogged, that could also back up into the house too with a heavy enough snow or a heavy enough rain. My apologies. It's just really not a great system for the cost. My opinion, you should use something that's some sort of metal, like aluminum, something that's non-corrosive, so it's not going to rust. It'll last forever. It'll come in different painted colors if you have different colored gutters. The issue that we see in the industry of gutter guards and gutters is that the larger franchise companies, they only offer one solution. So they offer their one solution, which is fine, and it may work great in certain scenarios, but it doesn't work great everywhere. Once you have salespeople out on the road, what's happening there is that their job is to sell the product, right? So I understand that, but they're also selling the product where it doesn't really work that great. What we like to offer is a tailored solution to each homeowner, to each issue that they're having, and that's depending on a lot of factors. You have what type of trees are there, how steep the roof is, the size of the gutters, how many liter pipes there are, the age of the gutters, the age of the roof. There's a lot of variables that go into this, and we really like to take all those into account before we offer a solution or even offer a homeowner to spend a bunch of money on a product that may not work great, or maybe they have to take it off when they do the roof. That could cost them a lot as well. The last thing that we want to do is cost the homeowner any additional funds. So if we know that, let's say the roof is it's getting near the end of its life, right? We're not going to offer a gutter guard that we know we have to also remove when we come to do the roof. That's another really common problem that we're running into, is some of the franchise companies are also, they're telling homeowners, no, you don't have to remove them when you do the roof. But then if you do the roof, they would void the warranty on the product because we touched it or the contractor touched it. Just transparency, transparency with the homeowner. That's the biggest thing. That's my advice to all those sales guys out there. Just be transparent with the homeowner, and I think you'll find that they respect that a lot more. Thanks a lot. You guys rock. I gotta roll.